work is done. It's almost time for the South Coast Hotel Casino to open. Next on Eyewitness News at 6, a final preview of Boyd's Gaming newest gem an hour before it opens for business.
All of those Las Vegas bail bondsmen have been released from El Salvador, and now they are back home.
Plus, the holiday weekend has almost arrived, one of the busiest travel times of the year.
You're watching Channel 8 Eyewitness News at 6. It's not just news, it's Eyewitness News.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us. In about an hour, the doors will open to Las Vegas's newest hotel casino.
The South Coast is at the far south end of Las Vegas Boulevard. Owner Boyd Gaming is hoping the new $600 million property will attract locals in the growing area, as well as catching Californians before they reach the Las Vegas Strip. Channel 8 Eyewitness News is live. Reporter Edward Lawrence is at the South Coast. Edward.
Yeah, as our population grows, Gary, so does the local casino market, and Coast Casinos is trying to take advantage of that with this new South Coast. Now, I'm in the sportsbook area, and there's some other folks here, some gaming executives here, just checking out the property, making sure that everything is okay for the opening. This is a very unique area. It has some unique technology, so you could listen to any of the televisions in this area.
This is basically a box that allows you to turn it on and pick up any game on any of the TVs.
Patrick Fitzgerald works as marketing director for the Sun Coast. He's working at the South Coast just on opening night.
Anywhere you want, and you can actually pick up the sound from the TVs.
The South Coast has the largest sportsbook of any Coast casinos. New blackjack tables line the center of the casino. The chips are ready to go.
This is a lot like the Sun Coast, just more improved, more advanced. You know, you learn a lot in 5 years in the marketplace and what locals are looking for and what they expect.
Everything we see, it looks great, not only here in Las Vegas, but all across the country. Once again, we're going to end 2005 strong, and we're looking forward to a great 2006.
Boyd Gaming President and Chief Financial Officer Keith Smith says locals are the bread and butter here, but other attractions like the Equestrian Center will fill rooms.
In Las Vegas, we're always looking for new ways to reinvent ourselves, new amenities to draw customers to the property, and we think this is quite unique.
Smith says 1,200 horse stalls and a 4,400-seat stadium will complement slots and table games. It will all work together to make Coast Casinos money.
We're trying to give them the best experience that we can.
And that experience starts here in about 1 hour. There will be some fireworks, then the doors will open. Reporting live from inside the South Coast, Edward Lawrence, Channel 8 Eyewitness News.
Looks kind of cool. Edward, thank you. Harrah's Entertainment has cleared the final regulatory hurdle needed to acquire another valuable chunk of Las Vegas Boulevard. The Nevada Gaming Commission approved the $370 million purchase of the Imperial Palace today. Harrah's now controls half a dozen properties in the area of Las Vegas Boulevard and Flamingo Road. Harrah's says it's still working to finalize future plans for the Imperial Palace. You know, there are all kinds of themed slot machines in hotels these days based on television shows or movies, but you will not see one based on a popular children's folk tale. The Gaming Commission today rejected a proposed slot machine based on the Three Little Pigs. Opponents of the license sought by a Japanese company said it would be too attractive to children, and the commissioners agreed.
All of the local bail bondsmen detained in El Salvador are now back home in southern Nevada. One returned yesterday, and just about an hour ago, the other two arrived at McCarran. Channel 8 Eyewitness News is live. Reporter Adrian Arambulo was there for the happy homecoming. Adrian.
All the bail bondsmen arrived here just after 5, and what a homecoming it was. We have some video of the reunion that we want to show you right now. Mark Pruder and Eric Lippincott had either been in jail or under house arrest in El Salvador for more than 2 months. They left in October to bring back a child rape suspect, but they hit an immigration snag, and that landed them in police custody. Now, Pruder and Lippincott were greeted by family, friends, and Rob Succo, the other bail bondsman who is stuck in El Salvador with them. They are glad to be back in the United States. They are ready to get back to everyday life, ready to get back to some American food and back into college. The best way to describe the emotion of this all, relief.
Once we left off the ground in San Salvador, we were just like, oh, finally. Because supposedly, like, the prosecution there said they wanted to reopen the case because they were upset because they lost, I guess.
Probably prison. Prison was probably the hardest part. They threatened to leave us in there for 6 years, and knowing that you are innocent to be in prison for 6 years is just, it's devastating.
The fact that Nerio came
Where the men were released earlier this week, they believe the case in El Salvador against them is totally over. Pruder is going to spend time with his family here in the Valley. Lippincott is going to leave for Chicago tomorrow so he can spend Christmas with his parents there. Reporting live, Adrian Arambulo, Channel 8 Eyewitness News.
Thanks, Adrian. The bondsman may be home, but the sexual assault suspect they tried to bring back is still on the loose. Julio Cesar Nerio actually testified on behalf of the Schuylkill, Lippincott, and Pruder man. His testimony was that he was not forcibly detained. That may have helped sway the judge in their case. Although Nerio is a wanted fugitive in southern Nevada, he faces no charges in El Salvador. The mother of the alleged victim says she will continue working to bring Cesar Nerio back to southern Nevada, but extradition is often difficult. There's new information as police continue to search for two champion bodybuilders accused of killing a woman and then burning her body. A police report identifies her now as 28-year-old Melissa James. Her body was found in a burned-out car last Wednesday. She was apparently strangled, and then the car was set on fire. Police also say James was a personal assistant living with Craig Titus and his wife, Kelly Ryan. Also in the report, Titus admits to having an affair with Melissa James. Police have not said if that might have been a motive. Craig Titus and Kelly Ryan are wanted on murder and arson charges. A third man, Anthony Gross, has been arrested already on accessory to murder and arson charges.
Just in time for holiday travel, a new airline passenger screening policy is in place. Does away with some of the restrictions put in place after 9/11. Scissors up to 4 inches long, screwdrivers, and other small tools are now allowed on board airplanes. TSA says it will help screeners focus their attention on keeping an eye out for explosives, which they say pose a much bigger threat. A spokesman for the agency says the new guidelines won't affect the wait time in airport lines. Well, the countdown to Christmas has begun, and millions of people will be traveling over the next week and a half. The rush is well underway tonight, however. Eyewitness News reporter Lindsay Patterson joins us from McCarran. Lindsay.
Gary, the next 11 days will be very busy, I'm told, here at McCarran Airport. And most of the travelers we spoke to today say their holiday travel plans didn't cost them as much as they expected.
Everything's been bought way ahead of time, so not so much stress today. Just get there.
Getting anywhere during the holidays can be stressful.
The only problem we have is we came out of sea and we have to go through security again to get to the B gates, which is pain.
But this year, these travelers say, along with their luggage, they have more money in their pocketbooks.
It wasn't that expensive to me.
I think it was actually cheaper than the price of gas at this point to drive there from here.
Thousands are coming to Las Vegas this Christmas.
It's a lot better than it was in Detroit. It was cold, snow. We had a lot of snow.
Looking for a warm holiday, while others,
We're going to the snow.
like the Hilgers, are headed to Minnesota, where Nathan and Mitchell hope they will find their Christmas wish.
What are you most excited about on Christmas?
Snow.
But their parents already have theirs, a fairly inexpensive holiday to spend with their family, which to them is priceless.
The airports will be busy, but you can expect the roads to be even busier. I'm told that 445,000 Nevadans will travel at least 50 miles this holiday season. Those people will pay an average of $2.19 for regular unleaded gasoline in southern Nevada. That's down 15 cents from where prices were a month ago, but 28 cents higher than Christmas last year. Nationwide, averages have gone up slightly since November and are up 31 cents from the 2004 holiday. Nationally, more than 63 million people will be traveling by car or by plane this holiday season. Reporting live at McCarran Airport, Lindsay Patterson, Channel 8 Eyewitness News.
All right, Lindsay, a good chunk of those people were on the freeway this afternoon, I think, as well.
Really. The Nevada State Quarter will go into production next year. We'll show you the pictures of the coin coming up on Eyewitness News at 6.
Also, trying to finish your last-minute Christmas shopping and running a little short of money? We'll have a warning for you if you're considering one of those payday loans.
I'm Kevin Janison of the Channel 8 Weather Office. We've got some pretty comfortable late December temperatures to talk about, and how long will they last? Full forecast, 7 days worth through the holidays. That's just a few minutes away, but off we head to break with real-time temperatures in neighborhoods throughout the valley. We'll be back.
If you're considering using a payday loan to buy gifts this Christmas, you may want to rethink it. Interest rates can zoom into triple-digit territory. For example, at first, some payday loan companies will charge 15% interest for a 2-week loan of $100. That may be acceptable to you, but if you run into a bind and can't pay them off in time, the interest skyrockets. Financial analyst John Futrell explains.
If we annualize that interest, it comes out to 391% annualized, which is huge, triple digit.
Don't do it. It's the worst thing you could do. It'll put you so far behind because you never catch up.
Futrell advises it's better to try for loans from family members or an advance from your employer, anything to avoid a payday loan. We asked for comments from several loan stores, but every company we contacted declined to comment for this story.
A state senator is criticizing University Chancellor Jim Rogers. Maurice Washington says Jim Rogers needs to be more careful when spending state money. Recently, the chancellor spent $2,700 to send copies of his State of Education speech to businesses, community, and political leaders. Rogers says the expenditure was necessary to get out the message about the need to invest in higher education. Supporters are standing by the move because Rogers spent $2,000 of his own money in the effort. Plus, he takes no pay for serving as chancellor. In February, Nevada's state quarter will go into circulation. The minting or creation of the coin will start in a couple of weeks in Denver. The coins feature 3 wild horses. The Nevada quarter is part of the U.S. Mint's 50 state quarters program. Minting is in order of each state's entry into the union. Under the 10-year program, the coins of 5 states are added each year. Nevada became the nation's 36th state in 1864. The wild horses were chosen by Nevadans over 4 other designs earlier this year.
The Las Vegas Bowl hasn't seen this kind of excitement in years. Coming up on Eyewitness News at 6, we'll go out live to Sam Boyd Stadium, which has been taken over by Utahns and Californians.
Also, the calendar says winter, but we're in a stretch of fall-like weather. Not as hot as the 4th of July, but a pretty nice Christmas. There may be some fireworks as well. Kevin has the warm holiday forecast. There are those fireworks.
You're watching Channel 8 Eyewitness News at 6 with Gary Waddell, Paula Francis, Neighborhood Weather with Kevin Janison, and Sports with Dave McCann. It's not just news, it's Channel 8 Eyewitness News.
For the 19th straight year, Nevada is the fastest growing state in terms of population. As of July 2005, more than 2.4 million people called the Silver State home. That's up nearly 3.5% in a year. Job opportunities are the biggest reason for the growth. The other fastest growing states are in the Intermountain West. They are Arizona, Idaho, and Utah. North Las Vegas Mayor Mike Montandon said 2006 will be a big year for growth in his city. A big first step has been taken. Last night, City of North Las Vegas leaders approved the expenditure of nearly $900 million for new projects. It's a 5-year capital improvement plan. The money will go towards transportation, parks and recreation, and the construction of North Las Vegas's first wastewater reclamation facility.
Today, patients in the pediatric ward at UMC received a special surprise. Metro police officers, along with representatives of Avon Corporation, presented more than 150 teddy bears to all of the children. This is the 7th year Metro Police and Avon have teamed up to provide holiday cheer to the kids. Metro officers will keep extra bears in their patrol cars throughout the year to give to children in crisis situations.
The world would be better with more teddy bears.
Yeah, I guarantee you, you're right. No
It's
question.
true.
No question.
Ted is gone. Kevin's back after a few days off. Welcome.
You can just call me Bear, Paula, for short. Yeah, you're right. Bizarre day, very murky out there. Check out this view from our camera at Iverson Elementary. This, of course, on the east side of town near Charleston and Hollywood will put the day in motion. And not only do we have a whole bunch of clouds, but look at the murkiness out there. And, of course, air quality moderate to even, in some cases, unhealthful just for a while this afternoon. Certainly not the most beautiful days. If you're like me, not a big fan of seeing the air that you're breathing. Sand Hill and Twain, very mild right now at 58 degrees, hardly any wind. That's the problem with the air. It's just not moving. Peak gust 8 miles per hour. Rancho and Bonanza also coming in at 58. Naturally, they're calm as well. But you got to love these temperatures. I mean, we're talking the 22nd of December, and everybody pretty much in the mid to upper 60s, even a couple of neighborhoods flirting with 70 degrees, led by that 69 up near Fort Apache and Ann Road. Mountain at 58, Pahrump at 63, Laughlin hit 73, and at McCarran today, the top temperature was 62, half a dozen above normal. The record high we missed by 6 degrees. We're going to be flirting with these records for the next few days. By the way, remember that winter in 1990, 12 degrees. That's when all the trees were dying, pipes were bursting. That's about what you have to get down to at McCarran to start seeing some widespread freeze damage. Moderate air, as we mentioned, sun went down at 431, and here come the clouds, plenty of them.